Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. I'm Doug. If you're new here, welcome. So like always, I'll rewatch my video and do a non-stop coulda, woulda, shoulda. So welcome to Knife Sharpening 2.0. I may actually do an entire series of knife sharpening because I didn't really cover crap in the first one. It's a little more technical than I let on, so I actually took it down. I'm going to do a whole series. My coworkers get into knives. There's some people here, even girls at work here. In fact, one of the girls that worked here, she just left. She had a bigger knife collection than any guy I've ever known. But a lot of people here are really into knives. And they come to the machine shop to get them sharpened. You could get a fairly good blade sharpening with one of these cheapies. You'd be really surprised. With a little practice, little technique, you'll feel it, and you can actually get a fairly sharp finish with these cheapies. They're usually coarse, medium, fine. The coarse you'll only want to use if you've got nicks in your blade. In my opinion, the only time you'll want to use a coarse is if you've got actual nicks. You could tell sometimes if you drag it across like a napkin or a paper towel, it'll just feel like Snag City. And if it's bad enough, there'll even be some fibers stuck to there. But I generally only use the coarse for nicks. Most of your sharpening stones are going to have multiple coarseness, a very rough one and a smoother side. And generally I don't even use the rough side unless there's a nick. Honestly, these cheap ones, you can actually get a fairly good finish with these. You just have to kind of do it a while and get used to it. It absolutely takes some practice. You really can't just grab this and go at it and hope for good results. It takes some up to 50 strokes, really, up to 50 strokes in each. So keep that in mind. You know, you are removing a fine amount of material when you do this. There's a million different handheld sharpeners like this. I have, I'm going to do a video of my professional knife sharpener. That's another reason why I took the other video down. This thing does a good job. This is really sharp. This is a titanium blade too, and it's sharp as all hell. So yeah, these, you can get a decent blade with these. Definitely, and they're cheap. They're cheap. But I'm gonna do a whole series on these. There's so many different sharpeners. I have a few different kinds. You know, I tried to do a demonstration with the leather, and I didn't give that a proper shot either. You know, stropping itself is a lot of technique, and I didn't really get into that. Strops, I could do a whole series of just stropping, but most of them will have different textures. This one's a 4-sided. You could start with this to roughen up and warm up the metal and progress to the finer and finer metal. Or I mean the finer leather, I'm sorry. And then also I didn't mention, when you do it, you'll want to keep your blade pretty much flat and roll over on the back side of it. You don't want to do it this way because you're going to mess your edge up. So when you strop, If you ever watch somebody who's really good, they always do it this way. And you'll, progress. And this could be up to 100 strokes. You should be doing this until you're feeling it. That's how much. You should be doing this until you feel it in your arms. I put a lot of pressure on it too.